Hello there, and welcome to another edition of Randy's Wellness TV here on TorontoTv.org. I'm your host, Randy Rowett. A pleasure to be here with you tonight. And we have two guests tonight on our show. The first one is Mark Liebert. How are you today, Mark?
I'm great, Randy. Thank you.
Nice to talk to you. And Catherine will be here also. Catherine Cates, she's an esthetician, and she will be on the second portion of our show. Now we're into some nice spring weather, and that brings up our topic, which is fitness.
Right.
So tell us about your company. What's it called?
Well, I actually have two companies,
Okay.
Fuel Fitness Clubs in Mississauga.
Yes.
It's a gym that I own with some partners.
Yes.
And I have another company, Liebert Fitness Inc., and we have fitness equipment.
Interesting name, Fuel Fitness.
Fuel, yeah. It's a great name. Yeah.
I could use some of that fuel in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us, how long have you been in the fitness business?
I've been a full-time personal trainer for over 10 years.
Okay.
I've been in the fitness business for about 12 to 15 years.
Okay, and where did you study?
I went to college first, then I worked. I went to University of Guelph.
Okay.
And from there I went straight into working at a club.
Wow, and Fuel Fitness, and where's that located?
Fuel Fitness is on Dixie Road.
Okay.
4500 Dixie Road in Mississauga.
In Mississauga, yes. Now you have a variety of programs available at Fuel Fitness, and one of them is concentrated on something called the Equalizer.
Equalizer.
Am I terming that right? The Equalizer?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And what does that involve?
The Equalizer is a strength training tool that I developed about 2 years ago and brought to market, and now it's very popular in the gym business, doing classes. Originally developed and designed to work people out at home, and now it's evolved into something we can work out at the gym in a group environment, so get more people involved. Yes,
and motivation is always a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always a thing in our hectic lifestyles. Get motivated. Some people may join a health club or something like that, and then they drive 4 miles after work and they get demotivated because they don't want to take that extra time,
right? Or
they don't have somebody to work out with, and that helps too. But Fuel Fitness has a different concept, does it not?
Well, we do in that.
In terms of helping people.
Well, we're a smaller club.
Yes.
And that alone, you just get to know people, and when you get to know them, you can call them up, say, where have you been this week? And you don't get that too many clubs. The variety of programs that we have, 40 classes a week, so that really keeps people motivated with the variety. And, you know, working on a group does make a difference.
Yes. Now, in today's society, you see all kinds of people and obesity is a strong factor, of course. Diet, lifestyle issues, and people not getting enough exercise, and environmental pollutants, the whole bit. Yeah. But in today's society, some people just do not get enough exercise.
Right.
They do not burn fat, or it can become aerobically strong
Sure.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
In fact, some people, have you ever been to a parking lot? You ever been to a parking lot on a long weekend?
Yeah.
Or a holiday? And everybody wants those 2 spots. There's 2 spots in front of the front door, and they want those 2 spots.
Drive endlessly to get them.
Yeah, heaven forbid they should walk 10 feet. I mean, if they were challenged or had a medical thing, that's different.
Sure.
But people just get so lazy they don't want to walk. And in fact, if you give them a chance, they drive right into the mall, wouldn't they? You give them a right chance. That's what they do. Yeah. So fitness is really on the minds in our society too, to lower the cost of healthcare, universal healthcare, and fitness clubs are the way to go.
It's one way to go,
Yes.
sure, yeah.
So tell us about some of the different programs at, what are some of the different programs?
Well, at Fuel Fitness we have the traditional aerobics programs, very popular, very high energy. Then we have new and exciting programs like the Equalizer, boxing, taekwondo. And we like to be well balanced and have a little bit of everything. So we have yoga and Pilates. We even do meditation with clients. So we like to have a little bit of everything.
Now, Pilates is certainly a growing trend, and a lot of people have really attest to the ability not only to relax, but to really get in tune with their body and in shape. Yeah. What are the other ones again?
Yoga.
Yoga, yes.
Yoga's great.
Meditation.
Yeah. Yoga, meditation, Pilates. Classes like the Equalizer are great because, you know, people, like you said, are limited for time. Get in and out. Half an hour strength training is all you need. There's a big misconception. You have to be in there for hours. You don't.
I will never forget the name of the Equalizer. It was my favorite TV show back in the
yeah.
It was my favorite show, yes.
Yeah.
Funny. So in terms of getting on track, it takes a commitment. It takes dedication for people to actually put their health needs first. How long is a program, the average program at Fuel Fitness?
You know, you can't push it. You need to get time to get accustomed to exercise, build a habit. 6 months would be the minimum. Give yourself 6 months of dedication to your club and your trainer and to yourself, and then you'll start to notice a difference.
Now you have one-on-one training,
right?
And you have class as well.
That's right. Yeah.
And what's the benefit of each?
The one-on-one training would be obviously much more personal. You get to sit with
Personal
a client.
training.
Yeah, personal training. And we also do small groups as well. I'll train 2-3 people at a time.
Okay.
And that you get the benefit of a personal touch, but you get a little bit of group camaraderie and a little bit of pushing each other.
Right. Now, what about the fat loss programs?
Anything that when you join a club, you obviously have to do 3 things. You have to watch what you're eating,
Right.
obviously. Cardio, so you can get that with a variety of the classes that we offer, and strength training. And you get that with something like the Equalizer. Very easy to do.
Now, does that include something like resistance training?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And resistance training, like I said, it only takes half an hour. It's not hours in the gym.
And it's actually at someone's own pace too, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah. And you ever see these things with like big balls that people exercise with? I don't remember what are they called?
Oh, stability ball or Swiss ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have a class with them.
They'll put their back over it.
Yeah.
And what's the benefit of that?
A lot of stability. So when you're working with those balls, all the stabilizers are moving. It's a big core workout. So you're training your abs quite a bit and your obliques and you can also work a full body on there as well. You can do push-ups and those types of things on the balls.
So a person maybe wanting to lose a few inches around their abdomen could maybe I guess they arch back on the ball.
Yeah, well, what it does is allows you to get a better stretch in the abs. That in itself won't lose the body weight around here, but it will help strengthen the abs. It is a good core conditioning class, but you have to do the strength training and you have to do the aerobics as well.
Okay. Now a popular thing also is spinning.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine is an instructor in spinning, and I was wondering what's the concept behind that?
Spinning is group exercise with bikes. So you have a
Okay.
leader at the front, and for example, I just talked to some clients and they did a class where the instructor didn't let them sit down on the seat for almost the 45 minutes. So their legs are really feeling it today.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great workout.
And sitting there on the bike, wow, sitting down for a half hour, that'll be quite strenuous.
Well, it's good.
on
You
leg
got
muscles,
yeah, it's a tough
But it would
workout.
burn.
It burns a lot of calories. Spinning's an awesome class.
It would, yes. And how long is that program usually?
We run spinning classes every day, morning and night, generally close to an hour.
Okay. You see some people, and I'm not going to mention any names because we all know people. We all know somebody like this in our environment. Some people, the only exercise they get is lifting those cases of beer and taking them back to the store.
Especially a long weekend.
Yeah, that's right, long weekend. A long weekend. Yeah, that's a very popular thing too. But is it not possible for people? To really benefit their own fitness? Do they really have to join a club, or can they do it on their own?
They can do it on their own. Like we talked about, the motivation's usually a little stronger in a group environment. But on their own, they can do it. Go out for a walk, get a friend, and go bike riding, rollerblading. In the summertime, you have lots of options. Yeah. And like I mentioned, you can use something like that or some free weights at home, Equalizer, and do your half an hour twice a week. And if you can do that, you'll notice a difference in a few months.
In fact, a person should 30 to 60 minutes a day of exercise, maybe 3-4 times a week, right? Something like that.
Yeah, that would be optimal.
Yes, yeah. And what is your favorite type of exercise as far as fuel fitness goes? What's your favorite program for you?
I have to say I enjoy to no end teaching boxing and taekwondo. They're my passions. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. And do you have a big ring there, like for?
Well, we don't. We have heavy bags, and
yes.
But we use the aerobics room, and we start everybody out in there. And the boxing classes are enormously popular because ladies at first want to do it to lose weight, but then they find it's a lot of fun. You're out there, and it's very cathartic. You're getting rid of some of that stress.
And a self-defense type course?
Not really. This one's more of a fitness boxing class, and we also do a little more technical boxing class as well, which I don't teach. The taekwondo is for sport and for conditioning, but also obviously self-defense.
Okay. So you created something called the Equalizer,
right?
Which is a little tool that you use. Actually, it's not little; it's big, and it's actually useful for a lot of maybe calisthenics or something. You can use that. Yeah. So I understand you brought some posters with you.
Yeah, I brought a poster with me. I'm not
okay,
sure where
and
it is. Here we go.
We're gonna have a look at that.
Oh, thank you.
So we're gonna have a look at that.
Yeah.
And maybe you could just hold that up for our camera, and
okay.
you can discuss the various.
Yeah.
First of all, tell us about how is it formed, the Equalizer itself.
Well, what I wanted to do was actually this exercise here at home. People in their homes, you can't really do chin-ups very well. Most people can. It's not safe for them to do.
Right.
So I developed something where you could work the back muscle. So this would be the start, and this is the finish where you're pulling yourself up and back down. So you're doing a back exercise. As well, you're working the hamstrings and the bicep muscles.
Okay.
From there, we developed all kinds of exercises. We have dips, and we have push-ups. We do one-legged squats. which are kind of a specialty for the equalizer, and lunges and core, so you work your abs as well. And these are just some plyometric type stuff that we do, jumping in and out of them. So that's good for sport conditioning classes.
Okay.
We actually use them in the boxing class, and this is just an isolation exercise.
And
And
isolation, you see
Yeah.
the person's lifting the bar.
Right.
Now, what's the benefit of that?
Well, the bar itself weighs about 8 pounds, so
Okay.
it's not that heavy, but the benefit is that you're isolating some specific muscles that you want to work on. It's mainly used for isolation exercises as a warm-up,
Okay.
or at the end of a workout as a finisher.
Now, could this one up here?
Yep.
Yes, I was just going to say it looks like a push-up. So that is a push-up. Now,
It is a push-up.
is that just the same benefit as a regular push-up using this
Yeah,
equalizer?
yeah. The benefit of this is that you don't have your whole body weight down on the ground, so you're up in a little bit of a different position where the exercise itself is slightly easier.
Okay.
And that's great for people doing a group exercise class that just can't do push-ups.
Right, and there's a lot of people that can't.
Most
because
people
of,
can't do them
yeah,
properly, yeah. And this helps build up to that.
I'm fortunate I can do push-ups,
Excellent.
although I don't do them enough. But you see somebody dipping here, and that would actually be very good for maybe the calf muscles and the leg as well.
Yeah, this one's great for the legs because you get
Yeah.
a good stretch as you dip down, but it's mainly for the back of the arms, the
Okay.
tricep muscles.
Right. So how did you decide to? You created the equalizer.
Yeah.
How did this idea come about?
Again, I kind of wanted to get chin-ups
Okay.
going in
Right.
people's homes, so I just carried them in my car, and then we started doing that. I brought a partner on board who's been excellent and helps me with the business side of things, and I just
Okay.
develop the exercises and bring it to gyms, and it's been growing well.
Well, I tried to do some chin-ups around the house, but my wife wasn't too impressed because I ended up hitting my head on the.
Bars can be dangerous.
Cost of plaster is expensive, all kinds of things. But total body strengthener, really.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
And you have two of these, two
Yep.
sections.
2 bars. Yep.
Right. And they're transportable.
They're easily transportable. I can put them in my car. Clients can.
Okay.
I actually talked to a client, and he's taking them to the cottage this week, and he just puts them behind the couch. Takes
Wow.
them out when he needs them, and then they're disappeared.
So what's the retail cost for the equalizer?
These are now $99 for the pair. You get a laminated poster,
Okay.
as well as workout programs. And on the website, we have everything that you need to know about it. And it's
And that website is?
LiebertEqualizer.com.
LiebertEqualizer.com. Okay. So tell us a little bit more in summary about Fuel Fitness. Where do you go from here?
Where do we go?
Yeah.
Membership retention. We want to make sure that people come in, stay in. Most
Yes.
clubs are worried just about bringing more people in.
Okay.
We want people to stay, have fun, get results. That's what we're all about.
Okay. So phone number where we can reach you?
905-629-3835
In Mississauga.
Mississauga.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Mark. It's a pleasure, and
Thank you,
always
Randy.
nice to find out about all
Appreciate
those.
it.
You're welcome. Always nice to find out about those interesting exercises and events. Physical fitness, a very important part of our lifestyle issue. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
And we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to be speaking to Catherine Cates, and Catherine is a well-known esthetician in the area, so stay tuned.